Welcome back to Asking for a Friend. Hello, co-host.
What did you? How you?
I'm good. How are you?
Lambile.
I go. What is this?
No, I haven't chat. But I'll be fine. After this, I'm gonna go grab something.
You're gonna go grab something?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's fine. Welcome back to the show. It's been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were kind of still finding ourselves, trying to get back into the year. I know that's so weird to say. We're already like done with February, basically. Yeah. So we're more than into the year.
Just too much, basically.
Basically, yeah. That's where we are. Yeah, so it's becoming so interesting because I find that we're always talking about time. We're like, oh yeah, it's almost Valentine's Day, and then by the time the episode comes out or by the time something happens, it's like Christmas Day or like Thanksgiving or something. So welcome back to the show. Thank you to everybody. Don't forget to
like and subscribe. Got you.
That's why we have the co-host. Yeah? Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. Don't forget to comment. We are still anxiously but patiently waiting for your questions from your friends, from you, from your friends' friends.
From your friends' friends.
So, I want to jump into today. Ne?
Alright.
I want to know for my friend.
For your friend, yes. For your friend.
My friend wants to know why. Okay, wait, no. Can a woman teach a man how to be the man for her?
Man. Your friend wants to know, can a woman teach a man how to be a man?
How to be the man for her. So let me unpack this.
Yeah. Right, okay.
So I find that some of my friends are meeting guys who are very, I don't want to say detached, but who are sort of very over there, and you know, I'm over here, she's over there. And women, my friends rather, constantly having to pull him in. No, I need you to do this. If I'm not feeling okay, go there. If I'm on my period, send chocolates, send ice cream.
Yeah.
So not only can a woman teach him, but should she? Is it really, really up to us? Because, okay, also keeping in mind that when you're going into a relationship, we definitely are aware that there's going to be things that we're teaching each other.
Yeah.
That we're learning from each other that we didn't know. I'll teach you my, how I communicate. You will teach me right back. But I feel like there are certain things that we shouldn't even have to teach.
Like, yes and no.
Okay.
It's tough. Like, first and foremost, you have to deal with the arrogance of you now wanting to teach me how to, behave in a relationship.
Even if I'm not doing it arrogantly.
No, but like there's that whole notion of females wanting to change the man,
Yeah.
So, and a lot of men just pushing back for the sake of, I'm not going to let her change me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you need to teach people how to treat you, how to talk to you. Even in relationships, when you guys argue, you guys need to teach each other how to argue.
Yeah.
Sometimes we see these relationships where people are shouting and swearing at each other. You're like, wait,
there's no need.
Let's sit down, let's communicate, let's find a way forward.
Yeah.
Are we just fighting for fighting's sake? We're trying to find a solution.
Yeah.
But again, you guys have to teach each other that before you get to the point, or before your friends go to the point of they want to teach their man how to best treat them.
Right.
They first need to find out who they are, what they want. Can they manage different relationships within their lives? When treat in a specific way, you're failing to teach your mother how to treat you. Now you want to go and convince this random stranger.
Son.
It's tough. I've learned through my little walk. There's so much I don't know. But that's about me.
Right.
When I'm introspecting, I realize, there's so much I don't know. And when I figure with that mindset into a relationship, I'm already ready to learn.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, teach me how I can for you. Teach me how I can for you. I can't just assume every female loves Valentine's Day.
Right.
There's so many females that are like, look, if you're gonna love me every other day, but I don't want you to love me on the day that was set for you, buy me a flower. Tanga's never bought you a flower the whole year, but now
there's that
social pressure, expectation, whatever. And I know people who are like, I'm not for that. I appreciate a flower on the 13th or on the 15th, but not on set day. But again, that's through ufundu mundu.
Yes.
You can't come with the arrogance of, let me teach you.
Right.
I
think also we, as women, we're kind of, we're not struggling, but we are also at that place where we have that mindset to if he is completely 100% into me, it will come to him naturally.
Okay.
Forget about Valentine's Day, but those kind of things that it will come to him naturally. Even though we know deep down in our heads, naturally is Instagram Live and naturally is Tyler Perry movies type of thing. But kind of that thing where you feel, and sometimes comparison is also just probably the worst.
It's the worst.
Because then if I see you with your boo and I get a boo, in my head I'm like, it's not impossible because 100%. That's where we're coming from.
100%.
So I want to keep that in mind, and also, come meet the brother halfway to say, we do have sometimes those crazy expectations. Some men naturally know that, when it's that time of the month, I want to just lay and want you to rub my back. Some men know that, some men don't know that. Some men know that when it's that time of the month, stay away from you, give you your space.
Some men don't care.
Some men don't, it doesn't matter to them, right? If you say, they'll do it. If you don't, they don't. So I think we are just at that point, Uguti, if afuna, he'll do it. So that's where that thing of, do I now have to teach him? Because I don't want to just sit and say, it means like afuni. Do I have to then go in, how far do I have to teach a man?
No, you can go as far as you want. The thing here is the approach. I'm going to go a little bit R-rated. Can I go R-rated?
Let
me go R-rated. Get to the bedroom. And I remember having this chat with a couple of boys of mine, and we were talking about like blowjobs.
Right.
And the other guy was like, she was using too much teeth and I told her to stop. It was like, I said, nah. I was like, bruh, that's not how you tell a person. You know that you've killed the vibe.
Yeah.
Like, there's no chance she'll do it again.
Yeah.
Like,
none.
Or she does, will be reluctant and whatnot. Once the act is done, thank you, oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you so much, oh my God, thank you. Because this person is giving of themselves for your enjoyment.
Yeah.
So you need to start with being appreciative. Not just kangani, but overwhelmingly.
All the way.
Thank you so much.
Right.
And then within, let's say she did this thing for time X, whatever it is, 10 minutes. Within that, you now need to highlight where she went right.
Right.
In the sense of, when you did that thing with your tongue though. The thing with your tongue though.
Yeah.
Then you highlight that, then you zone it, then she knows it's a shot. And then you're like, oh, and that thing where you're like,
yeah.
So now the next time, one, you are so appreciative. So now she's more forthcoming, and then she will do more of the tongue bits and the, within that 10 minutes. Slowly but surely, now by highlighting our strengths.
Yeah.
So now you're going through skat circles, and you got period pains and whatever. And once it's gone, you're like, oh, baby, thank you so much. A bullshit thing.
Yeah.
Baby, thank you so much when you swept that day. I was going through my periods and I saw it was dirty and I saw you shiny. He's sweeping for his own things.
Yeah.
He didn't even know. And he's like, just took the load off.
But we'll highlight.
Highlighter.
Yeah.
Next time it comes around, all of a sudden, I was like, dishes,
yeah.
Thank you so much. Oh, I saw that you got groceries. I appreciate that. You got my little favorite. And like he wasn't even aware that you highlighted, and by doing that, you are molding. I don't want to use the word teaching. You're guiding. There you go. You're guiding your partner into them fully understanding or trying on that journey to understand what it is that you're looking for.
Yeah, and I think on that note, though, it is very, very important to then note, though, it goes both ways.
100%. Oh, 100%.
So in as much as you wanna teach, guide, or however, I think it's the reciprocation that then gets women into the sort of arrogance of it. You know,
Okay.
the sort of because Benson, you know, he knows what to do, and his woman is
yeah.
Then it kind of comes into that thing. So I do believe that it should somewhat be reciprocated to feel okay, I think I know what she's trying to say, or Kiabona what she needs.
Yeah.
And that kind of, so to my friends, obviously, then it's the approach, making sure that the approach is everything. But then also to the brothers as well. If you see,
but like you're hitting it on the head. Like if you know that you are into your birthday, like your birthday is in April, his birthday is in March. You know you are into your birthday.
Yeah.
You make a big deal. Make a big deal on his day. Be like, oh my God, I love birthdays so much. Oh my God, your birthday is coming up. Birthday is my favorite time of the year. And then make a big deal on his birthday. And make sure with it. Oh my God, but wake up in the morning, sing for him, hey, cake, breakfast, you know, breakfast in bed, do whatever. Make it see. He throws around the corner.
Yeah, so I gotta bring
now I gotta, you know, and then you do that countdown. No, baby, no, as long as you're together, and then try and underplay it. But he can see based on the amount of energy that you put in for him.
Yeah,
you know, it only makes sense to go see.
Yeah,
he can try, especially most of guys. You know, don't just put effort and then keep quiet. You know, again, Valentine's Day. A lot of sisters love Valentine's Day,
right? And
guys might not like it. Whatever the case is, you make the fuss.
Yeah.
Work for some happiness, Jim.
Yeah.
You make the fuss. You highlight it. You tell them, no, it's fine. I love it.
Yeah.
You know, I love it for us.
Yeah.
You know, and then slowly throughout the year, you're trying to click until you actually have planted those seeds and you can. But don't just go with the energy of, you do this for me.
Yeah.
You know, I want this.
That entire
you know, you have those seeds that set you off. There's one thing I hate is that whole love language bullshit. I hate it so much.
You know, the love language thing is such a complicated thing, and we should actually just have a whole episode, because I want to say my love language is all the love languages.
It has to be. Everybody's love language is depending time, space, day, the mood. You know, some days I feel like a little gift. Some days I feel like a hug. You know, sometimes I just want you know
to sit by you. Ning ning, I just.
Right?
Yeah.
But again, the moment you go to a person and you say, my love language is gift giving, whatever, or, you know, you essentially give me, you know, something.
Right.
You know, oh my.
And in a way, I'm telling you that you don't have to do anything else, but you just need to make sure that flowers are delivered. And
but like, you hear this from a lot of girls that, you know, pop bottles, get weaves, you know, oh, that's my love language.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Pop bottles, get weaves. Aim or goal of mutual weight.
Yeah.
If that's where, you know, we're trying to build this thing on.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, man, the whole learning thing, the whole teaching each other, it's such a journey.
Yeah.
And it is important, you know. But again, I just want to say and reiterate the whole thing of, it's all about the approach.
Yeah.
So if your friends are saying, I need to teach him how to be a man for me, you know, you first need to be the woman for you. You first need to be the woman for you, and then make sure that you attract the type of energy, right? Yeah. And then you guys build each other. If I'm making any sense.
And you know, I would be on the side of women, but I try to always look at things trying to meet a brother halfway.
Yeah, yeah.
Mainly because we're coming together as different people.
100%.
So I don't know if I expect or no. In my past relationship, it was the best. It was this. But it's obviously not the best because here you are, sis.
100%.
But and then I saw a quote. It's you can only help people who are ready, willing, able, and open to be helped. Right. So then we find ourselves in these situations which I'm constantly tracking effort, hints, straight up asking, and if the efforting ingabi khona, uma complain or when things really start to fall apart, it's that thing of like, but you didn't tell me or you didn't teach me, but whatever. So I do believe, I hear you 100%, and I do believe the willingness and to be open to receive that help. Not to go to you know what I like, no, I don't do that. We're trying to kind of learn, all right? So it's important to be open, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. But again, the way that I see that you're guiding. Instead of, you know what I like? Try and be giving first. I've seen with that works better in a relationship.
Yeah.
You know, because in relationships you do have the giver and the taker.
Right.
You know, and try and pride yourself in being the giver. Mm-hmm. You know, obviously you're not trying to attract a person who takes advantage of you. That's something else. Mm-hmm. You know, but if you are a giver, you know, we hoping Uti Leo and Leo will be reciprocated.
Yeah.
You know, versus entering a relationship with, this is what I like.
Yeah.
This is what, you know.
Yeah.
It just instantly speaks to a taker, and it instantly says which has a relationship nje wena uyicabangela wena, and thina nje umsebenzi wethu nje is giving of our time, giving of our resources, giving of our whatever the case is. It's a period mosathi inzwane Valentine nanti flower ibethe yap nanti ke yonke into nje sinika wena, you know, and that becomes draining. You know, that's why you see so many relationships. Guys are in relationships like 3-5 months and it's done.
Yeah.
Because the guy's like, I'm tired of, all she wants is vacation for Instagram. All she wants is pop bottles and weeds. Yeah. You know, everything that she's thinking is for us actually isn't for us. It's for her, camouflaging for us. Mm. You know, and it gets annoying. And you see how much they're demanding. They end up just chucking and they say,
does that in a way then, I don't want to use the word damage, but you know, for lack of a better word, damage for the next situation.
Yeah.
So also I appreciate and I'm trying to teach or I'm trying to give, and then it gets to that point of like I get touching on for a chance, for a change.
Because we are our experiences, you know, and I mean, if I've been in damaging relationships or negative relationships, I end up having that resentment towards women, you know, and
vice versa.
And the moment that I do end up meeting that flower, some days I won't even see it.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. And Jobusho, and I might come in there with the energy of, you know, let's say the past 5 relationships I've been cheated on.
Yeah.
All of a sudden I already come with that energy of, you know what, there's gonna be infidelity. I might as well just start.
Yeah.
You know, so whatever the case may be, we are experiences.
Yeah.
You know, but again, Minagimi, this whole topic with the friends, and it will all start with, hey, do you expect that from yourself? So when you're like, oh, I need to teach him, like, do you like, again, a bit R-rated. You know, you'll hear women saying, you don't even know how to make me come. Girl, do you know how to make yourself come? If the answer is yes, then you can guide them to doing it. But if you're struggling with when I was Zazwen, you don't know where you're going, you don't know where you're coming from, you know nothing about self. So essentially what you just take, that's what you know, because you're trying to fill a hole that you don't know what is a close online.
Yeah.
You know. So again, your advice to your friends, start with self, figure out self first, and then attract that type of energy. Because you are the energy that you attract. Yeah, man. Okay. You are the energy you attract.
No, thank you. This is going to be very, very helpful.
I hope so.
No, it is going to be helpful because, you know, we have to also, as women, keep reminding ourselves, we say, I get a perfect guy. They can be the perfect man for you.
Yeah.
And even still, you know, that takes molding and shaping, and not necessarily like, in a hardcore kind of way, but like, you know, I'm a guy that, you know, not how I like to be spoken to is this, what is this, what is that. But to remember to not, you know, because sometimes when you see a person and you're attracted to a person, you fall in love with that. And then, you know, going into the relationship, you find things that you kind of don't like, you know. He throws clothes on the floor, leaves socks, or doesn't even know how to wash a dish, that kind of thing. And in there are those teachable opportunities. But I do think that we are hoping and praying for brothers who can really be open and willing. And even if it's like, no, I don't do that. It's better then we know where we can meet in the middle. Then to just shut down or to just stay in your corner. You know, if I'm sending you a text and I'm like, yo, I had a hard day, and he's like, oh, okay, sorry. I go, like, what is this? Do you know what I mean? Already I'm just like, oh, okay. -1, but it's fine.
Yeah.
And you try to be that girl, you're like, no, Rose.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay. Give it a chance.
I'm a flower, man.
But tell me, you're like, no, okay, like, Emma Billy, give it a chance. It's gonna be okay. And you give it a chance, and then next time you're like, okay, no, let's go out. And then it's like, nah, rather just. So it is just that hopeful, energy of which you'll find somebody who's open enough.
But okay, can I just take a quick step back? Because you said, Uguti, at least the guy's vocal on what he doesn't do.
Right.
So let's say, for example, you meet a guy for and he's honest, I don't wash dishes.
Yeah.
Also understand that this relationship is a journey.
Yes.
What he might not be doing in February, he might be open to doing it in May. And what he might be doing now, he might not be wanting to do that in May.
Yeah.
So again, I try and explain to people that a relationship is a constant battle.
Yes.
Every single day. Because forget the fact that you guys are growing individually.
Yeah.
And whatever pressures and experiences that they're getting in life outside of you and us is going to mold them and bring them back into the space.
Right.
So you might have fallen in love with an amazing man, and for 10 years just been absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And he gets a different job. And in the job that he has, there's new pressures, there's new everything.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you start seeing that the job starts changing.
Yeah.
And he starts becoming something else.
Right.
Are you ready to
navigate?
challenge. And it does happen to sometimes, even though I wouldn't advise this, but and through the journey of life, we want to and become a better person, but again, it's just understanding, Wuti, like every relationship you have in life, you guys are constantly learning, you guys are constantly changing, so you guys have to constantly adapt. Who you were when you were 25 is definitely not who you are when you're 35.
100%,
and all the cute things that he might have been doing at 25 doesn't mean he'll be doing it at 35. Or whatever he wasn't doing at 25, he might be doing it at 35. You never know. Financially, 25 versus 35, different spaces, So.
Well, and that goes for women as well.
Yeah.
Because we're up and down. A simple thing like weight.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm this
petite, six-pack, what.
Tired, what. Over time, whether it's illness or it's just food, my body's changing, it's hormones, it's
100%,
this.
100%.
And I don't get obese, but I'm not slender, never get tired anymore. But after a while, food because
so now Tina, as a relationship, me, you, we need to find a way to navigate
around that.
100%.
Yeah.
So again, you might, or your friend might, mold set man to be the best Damian Wayans right now in February 2021. Boom, fits that mold, ticks all these things. She must be understanding which that might not be the same person 2 years from now. For whatever reason. And is she going to be constantly trying to fit this guy into the set mold? Because I can tell you right now, when I was 22, I had a woman in mind. This is what she needs to look like. This is what she needs to have. This is 10 years later, it's not the same woman. It's changed. And I don't know how she'll look 10 years from now. So again, if I had gotten that lady when I was 22, and she stayed exactly the same, I wouldn't be comfortable being with that person right now. I'd have a problem right now, because I've evolved and whatever, so I'm hoping that she changes as well. So it's a constant learning. It's a constant learning of myself, because nami sengikhulile, nami sekhona into engayithandi, nami sekhona into engiyithanda, and now that constant learning of self, and now having to slowly, while she's learning self as well, and now us having to meet each other somehow. It's such a difficult thing. But for me to say, no, I'm a teacher, what I... It's tough.
I know, So I think maybe the word is not teach.
Teach just has an arrogance, not an arrogance, it's almost like,
I know
you don't know. Yes, it's a top-down, it's a top-down thing, it's almost like at school, grade 7 teacher teaching the 13-year-old's maths, it's not...
And it is what I'm saying. So
this is how it works, whereas in a relationship, there's so many variables, there's so many variables, because I might be teaching, I'll give you an example. Let's say you teaching me how to touch you. You teaching me how to touch you. And I listen to how but I'm touching you in my own way.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it fucking blows your mind. You know?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, all the things that you had told me were fucking wrong.
Yeah.
So I want,
here's where we are.
Yeah, I want, so again, it's just understanding what would say. Yeah, it's not as easy as just teach the person.
Yeah.
You know, even though local, but it's understanding each other.
Yeah.
Again, and now I sound like a stuck record. Starting from self.
Yeah.
Trying, because now it's self constantly changing. Trying to best understand self and trying to best articulate exactly what you might need, understanding them and what they need, and then understanding the relationship and how we can move forward.
And also keep in mind, Uguti, it can be Uguti, we'll have the conversation or we'll articulate, and it might not necessarily be meant to be. And that's okay. Because I think then we get stuck with it. If Nyambon Uguti, and he doesn't necessarily fit kind of like shot that corner, but now forcing into things, you know, I will teach him. So it's important to then keep in mind, it's okay. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be.
It's a hard pill to swallow, right?
It is though. But then you're better off, because then you're not sitting the whole day coming to work every day. Hey Rose, how was your evening? Oh my God, I hate him so much.
We can bullshit each other, and Dana's got cash.
Yes. Then the other girls are like,
cash. He buys me weaves, pops bottles,
sis,
takes me on vacations.
You just hang in there and just.
You know, me and sisters are hanging in there because of that.
Facts.
You know.
So you know, you do get into that mindset of teach him, to be patient, and you just think, but I can't though, because
I know so many guys that are dating chicks that just look a specific way.
Yeah, just look.
How are you gonna break up with that? And you're like, yo, bruh, do you know the toxic energy in that pump? do you know, hey, guys are crying in the shower.
Yeah.
You know,
but all because of just and not being able to leave.
So it's I hear what you're saying, but again, I think that's a whole new topic that we talk about the challenges or the difficulty rather of getting out of a toxic relationship.
Yeah.
You know, or getting out of a relationship that might not work.
Right.
It's hard.
It's really, really hard. It definitely is. It definitely is a topic, because we forget constantly. You step into a relationship, but the journey of the relationship is truly just, it's a compatibility, not competition, but compatibility every day. Today, is it still, is that compatible? Like, and constantly having to navigate through all of that. So I think to just kind of wrap it up, I guess, to start with self, but also to be open to the brothers. Obviously, to the sisters, start with self. Make sure when you are aligned with you before you try to align yourself with him and what you want him to be and what you expect him to be. And be sure to manage your expectations. Manage your own expectations first. I always say that's a whole
other topic. Because your own expectations goes with the entitlement, and entitlement is
expectations is one topic. Entitlement is a whole nother topic. So it is very important to kind of, and everything really does start with self.
Yeah.
And once you start with self, then you go, if Mutwaten as open and willing, I'm that
Nana comes through Lamborghini vibes, taking you to Dubai. Looking like Maxwell.
And I just think
singing, you're like, he's got everything, tick, tick, tick. And then you realize there's one thing, but there's like one thing. And you're like,
you're like,
and you beg gazelle. And then you beg gazelle. But this thing here is giving you sleepless nights, crying in the shower. I don't know.
No. I don't want that life. So you start with yourself, and how start out with yourself, sis? The brother also has to be open and willing, and and if he's not open and willing or even ready, you know, some people are just not ready. They think they are ready and they're not, and it's okay then to walk away from that. Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Love this.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. Please do comment down below. Share this with your friends and your friends, and we would love to hear your guys' stories and eventually have you guys on the show. It's been amazing. We're good?
I enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Loved it.
Alright.
Over and out. Dope.